In the next 25 years, this country is going to be a majority-minority country. What does it look like if we recommit ourselves to that mission today?
I wish I could be with all of you gathered in Oakland this evening to celebrate 25 years of Pacific Community Ventures, one of the most impactful community development financial institutions anywhere in America.
How do you reimagine capital? How do you decolonize capital and intentionally invest in racial and gender wealth building? PCV was born 25 years ago to invest in the idea of how do we make Silicon Valley more inclusive. Over 25 years, we have deployed over $100 million from equity funds to lending. And over the last 4 years, we have not only doubled our business advising mentorship program across the country, doubled our lending portfolio across California, but done all of that while going from 75% of that capital to 92% of that capital deployed to entrepreneurs of color and women.
We need to figure out, what do entrepreneurs need truly to succeed, and how do we move them forward? Capital is just one ingredient, but the other piece of it is really a support circle and community and advice and mentorship. It's really about a shift in perception and a shift in the narrative. There are people out there like Bulbul and PCV that want to help them, that understand their experience. They're going to do everything they need to ensure that these businesses have the justice-oriented capital that they need. So tonight is all about reimagining and revolutionizing the way that we think about providing capital to entrepreneurs.
We got started right here under this roof. But really, I got my start as an artist. Opened up a little coffee shop, and really, I opened up that coffee shop to showcase my artwork. And I see people now who knew me from that life, and they're like, oh, you're a businessman now. I said, well, what did you think I was doing when I was painting, hosting exhibitions, and making price lists, and hiring people, and doing this and supporting this infrastructure? Right? So the artists are entrepreneurs. Yes, we're free thinking and we're creative when we're expressing our soul, but that's what we're doing now with coffee and co-working spaces and creative finance.
Many of us know that Oakland is really a magical city. The things that always stick out to me is the culture that we have here and the history of how this culture came to be, but then also the sense of resilience. And when you combine that culture and that resilience, you then start to understand what kind of impact that has on entrepreneurship.
The stats we have show that businesses owned by people of color, the jobs are rated by their employees as higher quality than businesses owned by non-BIPOC leaders. That's mind-blowing. And it's a testament to the work you're doing at PCV around good jobs to make sure that as we support small business growth, we're supporting good jobs for the workers, the entrepreneurs, and their families. So what I'm so impressed with at PCV and why we love to be a supporter is because you're creating businesses for women, for immigrants, for refugees, and creating a more inclusive and equitable economy by doing that.
Without people, without empowered talent, you cannot build great companies. I'm inspired by all the good work that's happening here, by what you're doing with your leadership and the great partners that you have. And we'll be there along the way as conveners and as your partners.
We are here to say that it's a joyful night. 25 years of PCV doing this work, decolonizing, democratizing, and restoring is the work. We are here today because we literally can change that story. And then we can reimagine together. But I know that we can disrupt with folks like Bulbul and PCV and those who support her. We want to see a city of Oakland that remains Oakland with all of our beautiful ethnicities and cultures. So now we need to invest in each other, support each other. And I ask that we all recognize and recollect the visions and dreams of our ancestors for us.
Thank you, all of you, for bringing your light here for us to celebrate tonight and for recommitting yourselves to this mission with us. Deep gratitude. Thank you so much for being here.